Tesla's recalling nearly 6,000 cars. Got some loose bolts on there. You don't want that.
Oh.
You don't like those loose bolts. I got a story actually. One time I had my car get the tires changed, winter tires.
Yeah, Vin told me this story. Harrowing.
Wait, Vin told you that story? Was it him or me that experienced it? Or did he experience the same thing? Or he was telling my story?
He was telling your story.
Oh, yeah. So I had the tires changed, and it was at like a reputable place. And I don't know if this was many years ago, but I don't know if the individual got sidetracked that was working on it or what happened, but one of the tires was not very tight. Like the bolts, they had not been tightened very well. And I drove out and everything felt fine, but by the time I hit the main street, I realized something was really off because I was getting, I knew something was off. And so sure enough, I get out of the car and many of the lugs are actually just spewing about. And the thing was barely hanging on there. The tire was just the bolt, and it easily, if I had kept going, it's coming off. I'm crashing. Ugly sight.
Wouldn't be a unbox therapy.
But anyway, that's not the manufacturer. Yeah, no, I don't think.
Been done.
I don't think I would. I don't think that one was going to take me out permanently. But that's not from the manufacturer. That was just a mishap, a one-off at a particular shop. I'm sure many people in the comments have had experiences like this. It was at that point I started driving trucks, and then I never worried about winter tires ever again. Just get a Ford Raptor and.
Just get one of those.
What do you need winter? What? Just be done with winter tires.
Yeah, changing tires, like I do it myself. And it's you got to test it. You got to drive like 5K,
well, actually,
20K just to test it.
After I had that experience, I'm just switching it myself the next time around.
Yeah,
because it's doable. Just take the afternoon,
Yeah, it's easy, but you gotta do the necessary steps.
Yeah, have yourself an iced tea or something.
Is that what you do?
I don't know. I feel like if you're out there changing tires, if it's hot, maybe have an iced tea maybe.
Yeah, it's good.
You don't drink those iced teas, do you?
I'm a fan.
Okay.
Yeah, Long Island or otherwise.
I went to Starbucks today, and the person on the microphone was like, he said something along the lines of, "Hi there, I'm your." You reached the right guy for some coffee today, or something like that. Like, they were just, how they jazz it up.
Whoa.
You know how they jazz it up?
Sure, yeah.
And then I knew I was getting an iced tea.
Yeah.
I just wanted something refreshing. I already had multiple coffees. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this iced tea right now. But what was weird is I felt the need afterwards because he had pitched the coffee. I was like, oh damn, I gotta.
He sold you on it.
Well, he didn't, but I was just like, okay, now I can't just order the tea. I had to put a little precursor is what I did. And I said, actually, you know what? It's not going to be a coffie for me today. I'm actually going to go for an iced tea.
So his energy, you try to match it.
It was just it was a thing.
I hear you.
Yeah. It was a thing like that. But anyway, the iced tea was beautiful.
Okay.
Big iced tea. And I don't even get the lemonade in it because they have a whole fancy lemonade situation where they're like, you want the lemonade in there?
Any pumps of sugar?
One.
Oh,
in the venti size.
You're old.
In the venti size.
Yeah.
Is what I do.
Okay. 1
or 0 sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just the simplest black tea with ice in it is really what it is. It's quite boring actually, but it's surprisingly refreshing.
Yes.
And so that's probably why I had it on my mind when I was like, I'm just picturing you switch the tires. I'm like, man, the guy needs a cold drink because it's been hot over there.
For sure, yeah. I'll take iced tea.
So I was just trying to take care of you, that's all. Anyway, in the case of Tesla, these loose bolts, I believe, are on a brake caliper, apparently affected vehicles 2019 to 2021 Model 3 vehicles and 2020 to 2021 Model Y vehicles. They want to replace, inspect, and or tighten the caliper bolts as necessary. The caliper bolts allow the brake caliper to separate and contact the wheel rim, which could cause a loss of tire pressure in very rare circumstances. The company said that in the unlikely event there is vehicle damage from a loose or missing fastener, it will arrange for a tow to the nearest service center for repair. But of course, they'd like to just get the recall done, get that sorted out and fixed up so you don't do any further damage.